Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off for Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. McCoy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now McCoy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. McCoy on the catch. It's Crowder. Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. McCoy. Jordan Reed has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. McCoy flushed out right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Leopard!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Geis, they'll try to run it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, McCoy. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit!
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go, fellas. White 33.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here we go.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Gun. Do something. Hey. Hey, I need one over here. Hey! White 33.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Crowder. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
To throw on 2nd down, McCoy. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Here's McCoy. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From his goal line here, Newton. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Panthers. 77 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Right, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, get right there.
Now it's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. McCoy out to the left here to Reed. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, Tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. McCoy. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hang on now. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, McCoy. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. McCoy now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go.
They pitch it out to Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Hey, get right there. Hey.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. McCoy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And there he goes again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is caught. And so close, he gets Gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Peterson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Adrian Peterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A final shot before the break. Newton going deep downfield for Ross. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's rock now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he gets it to Funchess complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Newton being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. A handoff to Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Shifts free at the 15. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 13-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Off play action. McCoy. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Newton on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's to the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 23-yard run. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. second down, Peterson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gone, gone. Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. McCoy. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, hey. Greg.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Gets around him, and now running right through it. Nice footwork at the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Greg.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Into the Redskins' hand they do.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. They give it to Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down, McCoy. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the blitz does come. And Reed with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, McCoy. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Pass!
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat of running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. 2-point game, they have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they'd better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice
don't
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Out to his left. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Back to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Room here to run. And he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ball.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Panthers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Here we go, fellas. Gun.
Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go.
Here we go. Gun.
One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.